We're all here. Great. All right. There we go. Hi, Mary.
Hi.
Okay, so I had sent you. I know one of the things is we really wanted to, in this beginner class, even to get started on the Friday night service on generally home ritual. And that's what pretty much the Shalom Aleichem is about. He's when he starts with Shalom Aleichem, the song. Um, uh, I know in our house when we sit down to the table, we sing that. And then we say abrachot, which is the plural. And before we do that, obviously, we do the candles. So I'm going to screen share. And I don't, I really, I'm not going to ask you how many of you do it. I think, it's the kind of thing where some people I do Shabbat every week. I can't not do it. I grew up this way, and so I just do it every week. Uh, and even if like tonight, which is very odd, we are going to go to our grandson's baseball game. He asked us to come, so we said yes. I normally don't do anything on Shabbat, but we'll sit, but we'll have Shabbat before. So we start with lighting the candles. So and Okay, so let's just start, and I'm going to ask each of you to sing this or say it. If you're not comfortable singing it, fine. But if you are, then please do. So, Dorothy, I'll start you off.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Good. Okay, great. It's a different tune. And that's the interesting thing. There's a couple of different tunes to it, so that's good. All righty. Janice, please.
Okay, I'll do a different tune. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Wait, that's not the right one. Asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Yeah, that was part of it. That started out that way. It's so interesting because there's a nigun, which is the tune for Hanukkah, which a lot of people get that mixed up with the Shabbat one. And, it's not, believe me, there's no steadfast rules and there's no thunder coming down or lightning. So we can do a tune that feels comfortable. So that's good. All right, Leslie, if you would please.
Okay, now because of the tune thing and getting mixed up, I always say it.
Then that's fine. Say it. That's good. Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Good. Okay, great. And I know a lot of people who say it. They do. Eileen Kramer.
Okay, I'm going to do this one. And this one's, I know, is a tune only done at my synagogue in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Because
Yep.
this woman who was the woman who was the director of the choir, she created this.
Okay.
Everyone had to learn it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
That's good. That's good. I just would remind you that when you should say ha-o-lam. You tend to, when we're singing sometimes we tend to slur it, but you want to say ha-o-lam because that's the world. Okay, very good. And Mary, whichever you prefer, singing or saying.
Well, I'm going to say it. I do not, this is not a ritual. We're not very good on rituals at my
It's okay.
house. But I am familiar with some of this.
Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav b'mitzvotav
Vitzivanu.
Vitzivanu lehad lik ner shel Shabbat.
Good, good. Okay. Let me just interject. This is the prayer formula. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam. We say that to the kids. Tell me the prayer formula. The beginning of every bracha, every prayer begins this way. If it's the mitzvah that we're doing, which is lighting candles, studying Torah, different things, that's when you add this. Asher Kiddishanu b'mitzvot tav vitzivanu. It'll always be in there, the same. And then this is what we're doing. Hadlik ner shel Shabbat. We're lighting the ner, the candle of Shabbat. Okay, Margie, I think I had missed you before. Go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Okay, good. So I'm going to stop the share just for a minute so I can look at all of you. So the one thing I will tell you that if you do say it, or if you want to start saying this, doing this, there's a little tradition, a little ritual. Not everyone does it, but most people I know do. And there's a lot of different reasons for it. And I'll tell you a little thing Ron Wolfson once told us. So when I stand there with the candles in front of me, I bring the light into me, and I do it 3 times. Okay? 3 is a number that's used somewhat a lot in Judaism. Now, I say something particular. I say, for the world, for the Jewish people, and for my family and friends. That's what I say. Often my family, the kids are with us and all. But it's just nice. They kind of get the feeling that it's not just us, that we are really thinking about lighting Shabbat candles with everyone in mind. And that's a good thing. So if you haven't started, it's, you could easily do it, but it's something you choose to do. You do. It's okay. The thing I want to tell you, Ron Wolfson, I don't know if any of you have heard of him. He's an educator, and he's in the conservative movement, and he speaks at a lot of places. He once came to our synagogue, and he was talking about Passover and rituals and things like that. And he tells us this little joke where he sees this older lady. She goes, ka-ka, 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 like that. And he says, and he's thinking about it, and he says later, he says to her, what is it you were saying? She says, I don't know, but that's what my mother said, and that's what my grandmother said. Ka-ka, ka-ka, ka-ka. They didn't know the Hebrew. So it's like that was the sounds of it. So that, but it was okay. She lit the candles. It didn't matter. So, all right. You all did great with that. Let's go on. So after you say the bracha for that, we sit it down at the table, and that's when our family and lots of families will sing Shalom Aleichem. I know we've been over it, so we're not going to now. Some people, and I did not start this till I came down to Sarasota. I did not do this when my kids were little. It was say the prayer over the children, of which, let me see if I can't see okay, here it is, for daughters. Okay, so I found actually one that I say that's in English, and I say it for my children, and I say a grandparent's prayer. I will send it to you if you would like. I just send it out. It's a nice thing. Oh, excuse me, one moment. I just want to make sure I can't get the phone. I have to call you back. I love you, bye. Okay. So I'm sorry. It's a separate prayer for the sons and a separate prayer for the daughters, according to the tradition, conservative tradition. And we say that the sons are like Manasseh and Ephraim, and those were Joseph's sons. And that's when Jacob made the blessing. And Ephraim was the oldest, but Jacob switched hands and made Manasseh first, and then Joseph. So, and then for the girls, we say like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. So, like I say just a special prayer that's I had actually written when we were doing prayer writing. And the one over the grandchildren I found, and it just makes me feel good that I'm saying it for them. So then after we say that prayer, that's when we do the Kiddush. So I'm going to have each of you read 2 lines, and then we'll go back again. So we say the Kiddush, and some people stand, some people sit. You hold a cup of wine or grape juice. Not everybody drinks wine. I have a friend who's an alcoholic, a reformed, so we've always given him grape juice. And you just say the prayer. So let's go start at the top. Dorothy, if you would say these first 2 lines.
So this is a prayer over the wine? I can't, so it's.
This is the Friday night prayer that you say, not just over, it's over the wine, but it's the Kiddush. It's the Friday night Kiddush. So it's a little longer than just Berei Pri HaGafen.
Oh, yeah, so this part I don't, so what's, okay.
That's
So
okay. Just read.
So,
Just read the first 2 lines.
okay. Boy. Okay. Nahi,
Mm-hmm.
Eret,
Good.
Eret.
Vev, Erev.
Yeah, I see I'm mixing them up. Okay. Let's see, Erev. Nahi. The care.
Say it again.
It's a. I always mix those up. Is it a V?
It's a vet. Yes,
Okay.
it's a vet.
The care.
Vo. There's a dot at the top. Can you see it okay?
No, I have to put it closer so I can see it. Okay. Vocare.
Okay. Yes.
Yom. So the dots on the right side, right? So it'll be a sa.
It's a shin. It's a shin.
Oh, it's so okay. Shishi.
Yes.
Okay.
And this.
Okay.
I don't see this whole
See
thing.
the first word, Anne.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't see the first word in the screen share.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Vayechulu. You might have to move something on your computer.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know
Let
how
me
to do this.
let me see if I can come over a little bit more.
Oh, wait,
Oh, yeah.
she's
That
setting
better?
it. Never mind.
Much
Okay,
Thank you.
better. I had to move it. Sorry. All right. Dorothy, you want to do this one?
Zache. You said Zache.
No, this is Vayechulu.
Oh, I always V. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, but I got it. She wrote
Vacha.
it.
Yulu.
Mary, we can hear you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Vachulu.
Okay, it's
Vayechulu.
Vayechulu.
Hashemayim, that I know. Okay. Vacharetz.
Yes, haaretz. Mm-hmm.
Vakal.
Chal.
Oh,
Chaf.
oh yeah, Vachal. Va'am.
Tse. Va'am.
It says Va'am. Isn't it?
It's Va'am.
Oh, you don't do the first one at all? That's silence? Yeah.
No, you hear it. Tse.
Oh, it's
Va'am.
Zafa'am. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry
All right.
about that.
I'm going to stop a minute. Is this going to be too difficult for some of you? Because as I was reading my notes, I heard that you all kind of wanted refresher, and I thought you'd be able to. But if just let me know. Raise your hand if you think it's a little too difficult for you.
No, for me, it's just, I mean, obviously, it's
More
practice.
challenging.
I think if we practice, for myself personally, if I practiced more during the week, I would have been okay. Yeah.
All right.
Honest with you.
Is there anybody here who feels that they could not do it at all?
Yeah, I'll leave it on for you.
Helene. Okay. All right. We'll move on. Okay.
Will you
I'm
send
going to
that
go
to
back
us?
then. I'm sorry, what?
Anne, will you send that to us?
I did once, but I will send it again.
Okay.
I think
no, it's in my email. I'll get it. It's in my email.
I think I actually just sent it last week when I told you all.
Okay.
But that's okay. So, all
Okay.
right. So then we're going to go on, and let you do this. So let me just tell you that it says Vayir, that means at night, Vayir Boker, in the morning, Yom Hashishi, the 6th day. And then we have Shabbat, Vayichulu Hashemayim, when the evening sun over the land, and Chol Tzva'am, all that is good. So it goes on, and let's try one line at a time for everybody. Let's see how that goes. So Janice, let's do this line.
Vachal.
Vayechal. You have to hear the yud.
Oh, Vayachal Elohim ba Bayom Hasha
Shit, just shit, not sha. Shit.
Hashvi
Mm-hmm.
Mala
Myth, just myth, not ma.
Mila Chatu
All right, so these blend. These two blend. Milach to.
Malach To
Two. I'm sorry, it's two. It's two.
Malach
Ooh.
To
Uh-huh.
Asher
Right.
Asha
Us.
Asa
Good,
Asa.
yes. Okay. All right, everybody, you see the dots on the left. It's a sin. All righty. Leslie.
Ah. Is that a shin vash?
So start the first one.
That's a va.
Yes, that's above.
Va. By. Vaya.
There's a dot, one dot under that yud.
There's a wow. Vashi.
Right.
Vayi.
Yes, bayi.
Oat.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Bayom.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hash. Vi.
E.
Hash vi.
Mm-hmm.
Michal.
Yes, good. Mm-hmm.
Malachto.
Two. Two.
Oh, Malachtu. Asher. Asad. Asa.
Good. Yes. Right. The hey at the end, you don't hear it. Good. Okay. I'm going to skip you, Helena. Just listen. Eileen
Thank you.
Kramer.
Var, ver,
It's vayivarech.
varech,
Good.
echlo,
Just Just
Elohim,
Mm-hmm.
ata,
No, not a ta. Look at this.
eta,
No, what's
ta,
not? There's no ah under there.
et,
Yes.
yom,
Ha.
hash,
Ha. It's
hash, the him,
E. Just E.
e,
Mm-hmm.
va, vai, vai, is it vai,
Okay, you got it. Vaya. And what's this?
is that a
Kuf. That's a kuf.
Kuf, via ka, da, dash,
Two dots.
da, de, dash,
Dash.
dash,
Right.
o, to,
Good. Everybody, when there's just this letter at the end, don't add a vowel, don't add a sound. It just is the sound of the letter. Shh. Well, the M is the final mem, but okay, good. And let's see, Margie, please do this one.
Ki, vo, Shabbat, Michal, Milachto,
Mm-hmm.
Asher, Bara, Elohim, La'asot.
Good. Yep. And last one, Mary. This one.
Baruch,
No. Look at that.
oh, Boreh,
Beret.
Beret, Pri Hagafen, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
Okay, I'm going to stop you a minute. This was, somebody had put this together. This goes after. Beret Pri Hagafen goes after this. They must have switched it around because it goes Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Beret Pri Hagafen. So they must have clipped it, pasted it incorrectly. All right. That's just, you read it very well. So that's fine, but it does go after Ha'olam. All right. Let's see. Let's go up to, Dorothy, do this top one here, this next one.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Malachi
No, Melech.
Melech. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Melech Hatzaram.
What's this? That's an ayin.
Haoram.
Olam.
Oh,
Ha'olam.
the L. Sorry, Haolam. Yes.
Olam. Just remember, everybody, Olam is world. Ha'olam, the world. So eventually you'll look at it and you'll say, ah, I know that. All righty. Janice, this next one.
Asher Kidshanu B'mitzvotav V'ratza
Good. Mm-hmm.
by Banu.
Yes.
Is
Mm-hmm.
that it?
Banu.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Banu.
Okay. Leslie, this one.
Hey, I have no idea what that one is.
That's a Zion. That's a Zion. Yes.
Sikaron,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Lamaasa,
Two dots.
Lamaase.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's difficult to see between two dots and an A. My screen is a bit small.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Okay.
Oh, a minute. Varashit or
There's two
Barash?
dots. Vere.
Oh,
Yeah.
Varashit.
Mm-hmm.
Sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Shabbat.
Mm-hmm.
Karesho.
That's not a resh. That's a
Kadesho.
Kadesho.
Kadsho.
Hmm.
Kadesho.
Hmm.
Bahava.
Good. That's it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh.
It starts with the as a vowel.
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh, yes.
Uvratso. Uvratso.
Good. Son. It's a final nun.
Oh, that's an N. Uvratson.
Yes.
He tilo.
This is a nun.
Oh. Hin.
And that's a chet.
Oh. He heal lanu.
So it's hin, he, lanu.
Okay, hin he lanu. Okay.
Good. Okay. All righty. Okay, let's see. Eileen Kramer.
He ho
No, what's this? The dot in the middle.
he who
Right.
yom tahilo
La. Tehila.
dot
No,
tehilo
there's no tav. There's no t at the end. Tehila.
la lam mik rai yim
A. Lemik ra a.
a
So say it again.
la mik ra a
Good.
to is it
Dot at the top. Might be hard to
Oh.
see.
Korash,
Not a resh. Not a resh.
Kardash, Za,
Kodesh. Kodesh.
Kodesh,
Right.
Zakir,
Cher. Cher.
Zakir,
Not ka. Zay. Cher. You got to get that guttural.
Okay, Zahir, Li, Yim,
It's a tzadi.
Zim,
Not, there's no air. It's li, tzi,
Yim, Si,
at.
At, Lisiat, Mi, Mizraim,
It's meets Ryan.
Mitzrayim,
Yes.
Mitzrayim.
Meets Ryan is Egypt. You'll see it a lot in our prayers that we've left Egypt, that we lived in Egypt, that we were slaves in Egypt. So meets Ryan. Okay. Good. Margie.
Ki, Vanu, Vahare, no,
It's a blend.
Vaharta,
Yes.
Viohanu,
Vi-o.
Viotanu,
Yes.
Kidashta, Michal, Ha'amim.
Good. Yes.
Sorry, my phone is breaking.
Oh, somebody. All right. Mary Spector, if you would please read this last one.
Vishabat Kadesh
It's a lot of saying. It's 4 sounds.
Kadesh.
Right. And what's this?
I don't recognize it.
It's a final suff with an ah sound.
Kadesha. Kadesh.
It's kadisha.
Kadesha.
Yes. It's aha. And this this is a vet. Put that together. Good. Yes. Nope. One dot.
No. He ne.
Not nay. Hin. It's kind of a blend. In.
A. Oh, what was that?
No a sound.
Okay.
Hin. And then this. Ha. It's a chet.
Okay. Ha.
And that
Le.
blends. Chal.
Hal. Tanu.
Yes. Hin chal tanu. Yes. Ahava, everybody, is love. I don't know if any of you knew about the products from Israel, the ahava. They come from the Dead Sea.
Yeah.
They're good products, but ahava means love. Okay. Helene, think you want to try this bottom line?
Yeah. Baruch
Mm-hmm.
Atah Adonai Neko
Not ko. There's a line under there.
Naka
Ka, yes.
Desh
2 dots is an A.
Aish. I'm sorry, Aish.
Dash. Dial it with it. Dash. Good.
Shabbat.
Yes. And then we say Amen. Okay. Good. All right, everybody. Let's go into this now. Let's go back here. So we were on page 8 with this. So a lot of you I know these letters and all. So it is refresher. It is repeat, and it is good to constantly repeat. I know it's been a help to me myself when I do it with my kids, with the little younger ones. So, all right. So this word is malche. All right, that's a chaf. We talked about it earlier, and this is the ah sound, which I know you all have seen. It's two different ways, just a line, and looks like, I don't know, looks like a little T or something. So that's your ah, and it's malche. And let me see. I'm not gonna have it. Let's start at the bottom of my list. So I'm gonna go backwards. And Mary, if you would read these two lines, 1 and 2, please.
Ma, 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 la, 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 ma, la, ma, la, ma, la. No.
Look at it.
La, ma,
Yes.
la, la, ma, la, la, mama.
Good. Thank you. All right. And Margie Kramer, if you would do 3 and 4.
Ma, 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 mal, mal, mal. Ma, ma, mal,
Mm-hmm.
mal, 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 mal.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. And Eileen Kramer, 5 and
Mal, 5. I think aren't we in 5?
5. Yes, 5.
Mal, 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 call,
2 dots. Remember we talked about that earlier.
K, K,
But with a chaf, okay? Because there's no dot in that, so it's a che.
G, G, K, G, G, G.
Okay? It's hard. Che, che, che. It's that guttural sound. All right, line 6 also.
Ma, ma, la,
I need to hear the L. Mal.
ma, ma,
Mm-hmm.
ha, la, ha,
Leche.
la, ge, ma, la, ge, ma, la,
And
ge,
it's a blend then.
ma, ge,
Yep.
ma, ge.
Okay, good. Yes.
Why did they put the exclamation point?
I don't know. That's Rabbi Galankin. I don't know. Helena, let's hear you do 7 and 8.
Malche, malche,
Che. You got to hear that guttural. Che.
malche,
Good.
malche, malche, malche.
And here?
Che, che,
No, what's
leche,
okay?
mel,
Mal.
mal, mal, malche.
Good. Okay. Leslie, if you would do 9 and 10, please.
Malche, 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 malche.
Look at this. What's that?
It's you. Melech,
Good.
malche.
All right.
Malche, melech, malche, melech, malche.
Right. He does that to keep everybody awake. You got to just change it up. All righty. And Janice, if you would do 11 and 12, please.
Me, lech, me, meh,
And there's no just me, meh.
me, meh,
Okay.
me, mele, lech. Malche, me, melech, malche, me, melech, malche.
Good. Okay. Melech is king or ruler. And Malche is the kingdom kind of thing. Okay. So here we said this ah sound. Now up here, he does the ah sound, just saying it in Malche. And then here, like in Shabbat, the ah sound. Shabbat, ah. Okay. Now we're on to another one. And this is Malachim. So we're coming up with this E sound, which, it's that one dot. Often with the yud after it, if there's a letter here with the E and the yud, it's still E. Okay, so Dorothy, just come say those for us, line 1 and 2.
Me, 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 me. He, me.
Okay, thank you. As you can say, it's still E, even without the yud, but you hear it as E. All righty. Mary, if you do 3 and 4, please.
See, he, Lee, he, me, he.
Good.
He, le, no, la, he,
Yes.
la, he.
Okay. And where am I landing?
Where do you
5,
want me to
6,
go?
and 6. 6. Wait a minute. What did I lost my place. What were you?
5. I just finished 4.
Okay. All right. So you did 1 line. Am I right? Or 2?
Well, I did 2, but I can do another
Okay.
one.
No, we'll let everybody get a chance. Thank you. 2. I can sort of keep track of 2. I don't know what. Okay. Margie. Where am I?
5. I'm doing 5 now. Yep.
And who is that?
Margie.
Margie? Yes. Please.
La, mal, lahi, he, lahi, mal, mal, malachi.
Yes. Thank you. Good. All righty. Eileen Kramer, do 7 and 8.
He, lahi,
Not
malahi,
mal. Meh.
melahi, he, malach,
Meh. Meh. Meh.
melahi, he, mahi, malahi, he.
Yes. Good. Okay. If there's no vowel there, then we don't say anything. We just hear the sound of it. Okay. Okay. Helena, let's hear you do 9 and 10. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I think I went up and down. Sorry. We'll get to everybody. 9. Helena, 9.
Yes.
Okay.
Melech,
Melech.
Melech, Malech, Malche,
Good.
Malachi,
Mm-hmm.
Malachi, Malachi,
Good. And 10.
Me, Melech, Malach,
Che. It's a chaf.
Malachi, Malchi,
Melachi. Melachi.
Malachi, Malachi, Malachi.
Good. Okay. So here he says that double E is like in team E with the yud. So it's either an E plain or an E with a yud. Melachim, that's how you hear it. So it's still just the E. A long E, but it's an E. Okay. And then here we have the word again, melachim. So here we're learning that there's the final mem. It looks the mem has an opening on the bottom. The final mem is rounded. It looks like another letter, the difference being that it's flat on the bottom and then it's rounded up top. A samach is rounded, and lots of people get them mixed up. But if you make sure you see that it's flat on the bottom, that's your final mem. So, Leslie, I'm going to ask you, we're not going to do the, I think, I don't know. I think this is silly. It's a so let's do 2 and 3. Leslie, 2 and 3.
Mim, lim, chim, lam,
Good.
lem, lame, lam, lam, mem, mem.
Good. Yes. Thank you. All righty. And Janice, do 4 and 5.
Mame, blame, heen,
Good.
heen, heen,
Mm-hmm. Okay. And 5.
heen, 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 heen.
Okay. Good. So you all see that the yud is in there, but we don't hear the yud. I mean, it just makes that e long. Chim. That's what it does. Okay. So 6 and 7. Dorothy, please.
Lachim, lachim, malachim. Malachim, malachim, malachim.
Okay. So that's how he showed you how to put it together. And 8. Did you do 1? You just did 1, right?
I did 2 of them.
Oh, you did 2.
Yeah.
Okay. You're right. That's it. Okay. 8. Mary, please do 8.
Malahi,
2 dots.
Malahe,
Yes.
Malahe, Malahi,
Mila. It's not mal. It's mi.
Milahim, Melech, Malhim.
2 dots.
Okay.
I didn't hear this one. I don't know if you said this one.
Oh, yes. Malahe,
Malche.
Malhe,
Okay.
Malahim.
All right. So it's mi. Just mi.
Mi-
Just that mem sound. Mi lachim. Okay.
Milahim.
Okay. Good. Margie Kramer, please do 9.
Mimelech, Malche, Malchim,
Mi lachim. Mi. Just mi.
Milachim,
Good. All right, just to let you all know, generally it would have 2 dots under it to tell you that it's mi. So just the sound, but he just wants everyone to get used to just the sound of it, so it's there. Okay.
should I do 2?
All right, do the last one, yeah, and then I'll have go ahead.
Mimelech, Malche, Milachim.
Yes, good. Okay. So here the mem is used at the beginning or the middle of the word. Never at the end. You'll never see that mem at the end. You only see the final. This is the one, and this is only used at the end of the word. It's the final mem. We have 5 final letters that only come at the end of the word. Okay, so this one, Dorothy, if you would read the word here.
Oh, okay. Malachim.
Yes, and that's telling us that the hey at the beginning is like an H. You just kind of, it's a breath. It's it just so it's whatever. It's ha, he, ho, hu, hey. You kind of hear it like you're blowing through it. All right, and if you would read lines 1 and 2.
You want me to read 1 and 2? Yeah.
Yes, please,
Yeah,
Dorothy.
okay. He, hey, he, ha, he, he,
Yes,
ha.
right. So it's just that blowing that sound through. All righty. Mary, lines 3 and 4. Let me see the time. Okay, 3 and 4.
Ha, ha,
No, you don't hear a ch. It's ha. It's blowing it through. Ha.
ha, 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 ha,
Good.
ha, 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 ha.
That's right. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, in line 4. Line 4.
Ha, la, ha, ha,
No, it's ha, ha, ha.
ha,
You can't hear it. You don't want to hear a ch at all.
ha, 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 ma, ha, ma,
Now, look at this. Yes.
Ham.
This has the 2 dots under it.
Oh,
Now
hey.
look at this. It has
Yeah.
2
Haim.
dots.
Haim.
No, what's the first one? Has the line.
Okay. Oh, ha. Hey.
It's ha may. That's
May.
your mem.
Yeah.
Ha
May.
may. That's okay. Ha may. And this?
Is ha me.
Yes, good. All righty. Margie, 5 and 6.
Hameh, hamela, hamelech, hameh.
Good. And 6?
Ham, hamelah, hamelachi, hamlachi.
Okay. So here I just said only the mem, a final mem. So what he was doing was preparing us for the word. That's why. It's just a part of the word. This isn't a word, ham, but it's part of the word hamalachi. So he wants you to see that you go ham, hamalah, that kind of thing. So it's part, it would be in the middle of a word. Okay. Eileen Kramer, 7 and 8, please.
Hamlachi, ha, hamlachi, hamlachim, hamlachim.
Yes, good. Okay. And do 8. Do 8.
Mel,
No, what's the line? What's the line?
oh,
Ma.
oh, I thought it was 2 dots. Mahi,
No, this is 2 dots.
mahe,
Mm-hmm.
mahli,
Hamla.
hamlachim, hamlachim.
Okay, all righty. Helene, let's have you do line 9.
Malach.
It's 3 dots, so it's
Melech.
good.
Melech. Hey.
No, look at that. Look at that. There's 1 line under that mem.
Malche.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Amlachim.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I do 10 also.
Me. No.
1 dot. 1 dot. 1 dot.
Me melech.
Good.
Me mal. Okay.
Che. It's a chaf.
Malche. Malche.
Mm-hmm.
Hamlachim.
Good. Okay. So as they tell you, the hey, this is the hey, always sounded at the beginning or in the middle of a word. Hey is usually silent at the end of the word. So we have had that. Lecha. Is you don't hear the hey. Whenever it's at the end of the word, you don't hear anything. And when it says ha in the beginning of a word, it means the generally. Hamotzi is the over the bread. Not lechem is bread, but hamotzi is this prayer over the bread. So one thing I learned years and years ago, you always say, you either say hamotzi or the motzi, but to say the hamotzi is redundant. So it's hamotzi or the motzi, because ha means the. Okay. All right. So we will go on.
And what does ha malachim mean?
Say it again.
Oh, the word here, ha malachim. What does that mean?
Hamlachim.
Hamlachim. Yeah, sorry.
All right. It's rulers. Hamlachim. Melech is a ruler, a king. It's plural. It's a plural word. It could be the kingdom, the rulers that are in the kingdom. It translates different ways. Hamalachim. When you see that, the chim, that's making it plural. Chot makes things plural. Chim makes things, it's plural. As I said, Hebrew has feminine, feminine plural, masculine plural. So I think Hamlachim is masculine plural, right? Because it would be chot for women. Okay.
Is it the mem at the end that makes it plural, or it's the chim that makes it plural?
It's the chim.
So it's
It's
not
the-
just the mem.
Right. It's not just a mem. It's chim. Talit, talitot is feminine. Talitim is another way of pronouncing. So it's the im that makes it the plural. Okay. All right. What are we looking at time-wise? Okay. I'm going to go to another screen share. I'm going to go to the Hebrew one here. And let's do this, a little bit of this one, so you can get a difference. So I think I had said that, we were do 2 and 4. So let's 2. This is Bet, Aleph, and Ayin. And these 2, Aleph and Ayin, are silent. So generally all you hear is the vowel. And this is a Bet. Without the dot, it would be the vet. And I'm looking. They don't show the vet. But without the dot, it is the vet. So let's go into
Can we
this.
move it over? There you go.
Is that better?
Yes.
Can you see it? Okay, yeah. All right. So this is your top line. I'm going to have, I think Leslie is reading next. So Leslie, read these 2 lines, please, 1 and 2.
A, ma, a, sha, ba, a. Mam, sham, bam,
Yes, very good. And they were all the end ones. Okay. Let me bring this down a little bit. Okay, so Janice, if you would read line 3 and 4.
Shamam, shamam, shasham, shasham, mabam, mabam,
Good. Okay, and this?
sha'ash, shash,
No, it's the same one.
sha'ash,
Good. Mm-hmm.
shaba, shaba, shama, shema,
Good. Okay.
shama.
Shama, right. Shema would be hear or listen. Shama is just words they put up. So the ayin at the end, you don't hear anything. That's silent. It will be silent anywhere in there and just the vowel, like just the vowel. Okay. And Dorothy, are you with us? I don't see your face.
Yeah, you know what happened? My computer died, so I'm on my phone now. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. Can you
I don't.
see it from your phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
If you would read line 5, please.
Okay. Shut. Sorry. Shut some.
No, no. No, look at it again. Your iron is silent.
Oh, it's an iron. Sorry. Okay. Sha'am.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Amam. Asham. Yeah. Ba'am.
Yes.
Masham.
Good. Yes. Thank you. All righty. Let me go. Let me see if I'm going back. Oh, I'm going to the next one. Wait a minute. I still had to learn to manipulate in this thing. Okay. So, we've come to the next, part of that was also, it was, the bet was at the top of it. And, so let's just do these and we have a little bit more time. So Mary, if you would do line, 1, please.
I'm sorry. Ba, ba,
Ba.
ba,
Mm-hmm.
bum, no, yum,
No, no, this is an iron. So you only hear this vowel.
oh,
Yes.
sham,
Mm-hmm.
ash, shab, shabash,
Say it again.
sha, shamash.
Yes. Yes. Good. Thank you. Okay. Margie, please do line 2.
Sham,
No, no, line 2.
sham, no?
Asham. Yeah, I didn't hear the ah before. I just heard sham.
Oh, no. Okay, I said, okay. Asham, shamam, amam, asham, excuse me, ama, Amam.
Yes, thank you. All righty. Eileen, please do line 3.
Amam, Asham,
No. What is that?
Ashash,
Good.
Sha'am,
Yes.
Bam,
What? Say it again.
Maba,
Good. Okay.
Ba'ash,
Say that again.
Ba'ash,
Yes.
Ma, Ba.
Good. Okay. And Helena, let me hear you do line 4.
Ab, Abba, Sham.
Yes. Sham. Abba means father. Okay. And Leslie, do line 5.
Abba Shema.
Good. Okay. Janice, do line 6.
Abba, ba.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. Let's get out of here. Here we go. This goes to the beginning. So that I'm not going to do any more of these and stop share. We are almost to the end, but next time we're going to work on some more of those Friday night prayers. Those. I think it's good. It takes time, and it's a repetition. So and just to get you going. And if you already are doing Shabbat, maybe you see that you need to learn that to pronounce it correctly. Sometimes we slur over them. Anybody have any questions?
Could you send us the Kiddush that you had us read today?
Sure,
That,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah,
so
I
we
thought
can
I
look
had,
at it.
maybe I hadn't, so I will resend that. I will send that. And it has a few things on it. Okay, so,
Well, yeah, I think it's different than the one you sent us.
oh, I bet you I know
think
which
the
one
one
I
you
sent.
sent us was the traditional, yeah.
Yes, okay, that's the
That
one
was
I
more
sent you.
traditional.
Which is, yeah, so that's fine. So I will send you this one that I put up here. Okay, anybody else? Any other questions? You're all doing great. It's just repeating and, being corrected a little bit, maybe if you forget something, but, it's just, for me too, it's a repetition. All right. Well, ladies, maybe
you.
some of you will come on my comb if you want at noontime. It's in the newsletter, so you can always find it in the newsletter, the site, the Zoom link. So have a Shabbat Shalom, wonderful Shabbat, and I'll see you all next week.